Point Hospital is the fourth game in this series, and it is a business simulation game developed by 2 Point Studios and published by Sega, who, you know, also published this game that some of you might know. I don't know, maybe. It's a spiritual successor to the Bullfrog Productions 1997 game Theme Hospital, which, looking at that I've done my research, is basically the same game. Now, players are tasked with constructing and operating an empire of hospitals in the fictional 2 Point County with the goal of curing patients of comical and fictional diseases. Since visiting real hospitals is often an unpleasant experience for most, the emphasis on humor to lighten the mood was deemed very important by the developers of this game. So you take on the role of a hospital administrator, and your tasks include building rooms, adding amenities that satisfy the needs of patients and staff, like toilets, staff rooms, reception desks, vending machines, all of that good stuff. You start expanding the hospital into different plots and you hire and you manage doctors, nurses, janitors, assistants, etc. to help maintain the hospital and dealing with these variety of comical illnesses. I still need to cure new illness, misery guts, chronic grumpiness due to nihilstic semicolon. The game does have an online leaderboard along with a co-op and competitive multiplayer modes. A sandbox mode was also released in October 2018. Steam Workshop support was added in February 2019, which gave the players the ability to customize the pictures on the walls and floors of the hospital by using images for their own computer or downloading from other player items. Which I wish I did, because that probably would have made it. I did struggle trying to figure out how to make my hospital look cool, and it would have been great to have my face all over it. Could you imagine what an empire that would have been? Just my face everywhere on this hospital. Oh god. I really enjoyed playing this game. It was one of those, as soon as I heard a simulation, I got flashbacks from Farming Sim, and we all know how that went down. Well, this is fun. But in all honesty, this game was so much fun. It genuinely just sort of, it took you away for like hours on end. I played longer than an hour, longer than 60 minutes, and I just kept going, and I didn't even realize I was doing it because I was just adding loads of more things and trying to get all the stars and complete all the tasks that I needed to complete, and I loved it. It was great. The more the game went on, the harder the levels obviously got, so a lot of my patients did start dying, and I couldn't stop it. So I don't think I ever won the award for no deaths in a year when they do the hospital awards at the end. But it was an enjoyable game. I'm still trying to cure another patient of lightheadedness. Oh, what was that? Is he dead? He's dying? Missy's dying? What do I do? What do I do when they die? Treatment failed? Oh my god, I don't know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do when they die? Is she dead? Now, 2 Point Studios have also made another game called 2 Point Campus that was released in 2022. It's essentially the exact same game, I would say, but with just a university campus compared to a hospital. I know my brother's played that one and he loved it, so I'm going to take my brother's opinion and say that these types of business developer simulation funny game style games what? I don't know what that means, but you know what I mean. Just go with it. I think they were good. I think they're really good. They're just a fun way to to play a game that gets you out of seriousness of the world. If we're comparing it to the farming sim that I played, that was very specific, I think, and very, but that was a proper simulator game, like all the air flying ones that people do, and the train simulators and bus simulators. They are very specific, and they are exactly what they are for the game. Whereas these ones are just jokey little ones. They're not. It's not serious, if that makes sense. I think that's these ones I prefer, I guess. So you can just do whatever and it'll be funny and everything, rather than, I don't want to be a farmer and I don't have any ambition to be a farmer, therefore playing that game didn't make sense to me. So playing this one is quite fun. I don't want to be a business connoisseur of a campus or a hospital. However, being able to like joke about and, you know, put a bin in the way of someone walking is quite funny, I guess. The reviews of the game, they're very high, and it's understandable. The Metacritic review for the critic reviews are at an 83, and the user score is at a 7.5. So green all along the board, I would say. A lot of the reviews respond to saying how much they miss Theme Hospital and how it reminded them of the same thing. Obviously, a lot of people have nostalgia of that previous game, and that a lot of their complaints are it's not obviously the exact same game, but it won't be because it's not made by the same people. It's just a completely different game. However, a lot of them just say that it was a fun, goofy game and it was enjoyable. And yeah, I'm struggling to find a bad review that isn't the game froze or Theme Hospital is better. There hasn't. I'm scrolling now. I can't find anything that is, you know, is bad. I'd say that's a win. My final review, I'd probably say I'd give this out of a 10. I'd give it probably a 9. I wouldn't give it a 10 because it's not one of them games that I would be gagging to want to play. It's just a fun, goofy game that you can just sort of sit without even headphones, to be honest, and just chill and play. I think it was really enjoyable to play, but it's not the best of the best, but for what the game was and for the 60 minutes that I played longer than 60, it was enjoyable. I loved it. I had fun. Yeah. Good job. Next game. Spinning the wheel for the next game. It landed on Endling. So tune in next time for the nice cozy game about foxes. I think. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.